Hey, listen, there's a lot of work that goes into picking coffee, and usually we think about just picking coffee, but there's 200 labor hours that go into every pound of coffee long before it gets to us. There's a little bit more to it than just picking. Find out more here on Bean Basics on the road. Oh, hey there. Well, welcome to Bean Basics with Bob and Michelle on the road. Welcome to sunny Nicaragua, and welcome to the Recreo Coffee Estate. Hold on, this is getting away from me. And the reason I'm holding this not very pretty tree, this is a coffee tree, but it's been completely defoliated, and you can see that. Near me, of course, are other healthy trees, healthy looking trees. These plants are clearly 4 or 5 years old. By the way, it takes about 3 or 4 years for a plant to come to maturity from seedling status. Now, when you plant rows and rows of coffee, it's really sort of a crapshoot as to whether this plant's going to do well and this plant's not going to do well. And it might be the soil, it might be the sunlight, it might be the drainage. There's a lot of factors that go into it. Maybe the root system just came into rock formation down below and it can't suck up the right kind of nutrients. But before we just give up hope on this particular tree, there's a pruning process that's meant to reinvigorate this, and it's called the 40 centimeter, right? So they'll come in, and we are just after picking season, and we're into early spring, and this is when this happens. They come in and make choices. Do we dig this one up, or do we try to save this one? Other things that happen at this time of year, of course, is minor pruning of dead wood and that kind of thing, or maybe even topping a tree a little bit. So, but this one's the 40 centimeter, and this is an opportunity to give this one new life. So what will happen is somebody will come in here with a saw and cut this down right at 40 centimeters, right? So here we go. Now it looks like, oh my goodness, what did you do? There's no leaves left on this. This doesn't even belong to this. It's just a vine that sits around here. No, this is an opportunity for new life altogether, because what will happen now, keep in mind, they'll cut this at an angle because we are in a rainforest. If it was flat altogether, water would pool here and this would begin to rot. But out of this stump right here, this opportunity for new life, and there's 3 of them in a row here, will come 2 new branches. And if I just step back here a little bit, we can see that has happened to this plant a couple years ago, right? So here's our cut on a slant. Here's a new branch, a new branch. These are axils. And basically, this is a little bonus out of the whole deal. You get 2 trees out of 1. So these will grow back up to 5 feet, 6 feet, and so on. And whereas this bush on a single axle, on a single branch, might have produced 1 pound or 1.25 pounds. What happens when it goes to a double axle, it's not that it goes times 2, but it goes 1.5 times whatever that was producing before. Now, the thing that happens when you cut it off here is we have a huge root system that's feeding this now. And so what comes up somehow out of this deal is a really healthy plant, right? And we can already see new spring growth right here on the top. But what we're really looking for is buds along here, because those buds will, in the end, produce some pretty beautiful cherries. So there's things that happen in the spring on farming, whether you're a coffee farm or any kind of farm. There's 365 days in the year, and you have to use every one of them. So immediately after a picking season, they move into pruning and clearing the rows and so on and so forth. This is one of the activities that happens, is this 40 centimeter prune. And on that note, I think we should get out of here.
Before the caterpillars get us.
Yeah.
And you love the world.
Yeah. The world will love you right back.
Hey, thanks for joining us. For future episodes, click the subscribe button. Bean Basics is brought to you by OneBigIslandInspace.com with 2 G's.